Oh, that music. We're going to have to come up with something better than that. If anybody has any ideas, let us know, because believe you me, we kind of have our hands full here. Yeah, marimba, that's great. Oh, I'll go down to the street market and record that and put it on somewhere. Anyway, yeah, the siren. Boy, that gets your attention, doesn't it? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, God, that makes me crazy. This is a bit of the Twilight Zone, though, that's for sure. Anyway, I think we got a lot of fires put out today, and I certainly do hope so, because what has happened here is we've got a new toolkit just on the verge of being ready, and we try not to not to send everybody over the edge when it's so easy just to send a few of us over. But anyway, between the toolkit rollout that hopefully everybody will have maybe Thursday, and the crude oil contract roll, then you know, we've had a few things to do here. The active crude oil contract is definitely in October. There's only a couple days left on September, and they are moving out of that, although I'm surprised there's quite a bit of volume in there still. But it is more significant where we are, and this is where we belong. So anyway, these I know we've all come to know and love our magnets, but I am beginning to think we don't maybe need quite so many of them, as because we've got these wonderful zones. I love these things. Not quite too sure about them yet, but they go, I mean, they go right to very specific points. I think it'll take us all a little while to get our brain-eye coordination here till we can really use these effectively, but I'm still not willing to turn loose of this trend catcher, and that's really all I have it on here for. I like the entries on this. They are a good entry confirmation. But when you have a run in one direction on crude oil, and it's lasted, this one lasted from what, about 10:30ish this morning, 10:20. And at the noon hour, or right in here at this level, it tended to just kind of fool around for a little bit. But boy, when it took off right here, right about noon, and went up like this and stays that way into the close, you can expect going right into the close that some of the people who have bought these contracts are going to start offloading them right up here at the top. That's their strategy, and they will do it in reverse too. So this downturn, the reason you want to book those profits right definitely before the close, the pit close, is because there will be some profit taking up here. And as they offload those contracts that they just made a whole bunch of money on, you don't want to get caught in there and have it chew up your profit. Protect your profit in there. So let's see, there was something else I wanted to tell you. Oh, I think this morning I told you a little bit about, or at noon, about what these unlinked and unlinked are for. For those of you who are trading, I know Leah is now trying to trade the 6E, the euro, and she's doing a great job with that. But those contracts, those currency contracts, not the Forex pairs, the currency contracts, the 6E, the 6A, the 6J, those contracts, if you have those up, those roll at the same time as the indices. So if you color code your currency and your indices and then roll the whole thing when the time comes, you'll save yourself a whole lot of grief, I do believe. So tomorrow, the rest of these contracts should start coming out of September, the ones that are not taking delivery. And we may continue a bit of an upturn here. Remember when we put on here, it was 42, I think it was 42.85, right? I'll have to double check that. We had a big magnet. We're looking for this to close up here. If it can close above 43 when all's said and done today, it will be a very good thing. So perhaps crude oil is going to make a turnaround. Picking the bottom on this is usually a suicide mission, so we just avoid that. But traditionally, oil will start to go up a little bit in the fall, and it goes down a little bit, as we all noticed over the past few weeks. So that's all. I will be around. If you have questions, I can, let's see, data loading, NQ. Oh, yes, the data loading. Thank you, Leah. There is, let me show you this. This is really cool. This is way wonderful. And I think, I don't know what toolkit it's on, but boy, look at this. When you open this, you'll go to workspaces, and new workspace or open workspace or whatever you want, and you open this workspace. So now what you have are these new things in here. It says data loading. These, one of our programmers did this, and I just cannot thank him enough. This is a one tick, one chart, one tick on these markets. If you don't trade CL or you don't trade NQ or whatever it is, just pick one. Like I think this data loading here is just a blank one, and put whatever market. If you want it to say DX, take that chart and convert it to DX. But what it does is it loads the data tick by tick, and you will know the data is loaded when you see the thing move. It doesn't look like any chart. It has no indicators. It's very strange looking. But when you see the price start to move, and it has little black dotted lines on it, when those dotted lines start to change, your data for that instrument is loaded into NinjaTrader. Because what takes these charts so long to load is the fact that it's trying to come up with all these indicators that you've got on your chart and get the tick by tick information all coordinated. So this kind of makes it a two-step process where you've got the data, and when that thing stops moving, then just take your whatever it is and close it. So you don't need those, but keep that and then load your workspace after that. And boy, will that, your chart should come up in about half the time. It's amazing. I love that thing. So some people might look at that and think, gee, I don't know what this is and I didn't put it in there. Boy, these are really, I love this data loading CL. Love that thing. Okay. So, well, wait a second here. I need to just tell it to cancel. Okay, so I will see you all tomorrow, I hope. And don't forget, tomorrow is inventory day. So we're going to pay close attention when that inventory comes out. All right. And the The API report will be out this afternoon. Give us a little hint, perhaps. So take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Oh, and this is, what is this? I have to get this down. This is my view from my world in Apex land. I know this is really stupid, isn't it? All right, see you tomorrow.